Hello everyone. It's good to see you again. I hope you're having a blessed Hanukkah. Even though, very sadly, it's about to end. This is the 8th and last night of Hanukkah. And you remember in Genesis it says it was the evening, then morning, one day, or the next day. So the 8th night, it started at nightfall. It will continue on into the next day, and then nightfall tomorrow, and that's it. No more lighting up the Hanukkah and everything. But I'm glad that tomorrow is Friday, so that means the beginning of Shabbat, Sabbath. So I'm still gonna rejoice and have a good time. All right, so this is the 8th night. Here is the Hanukkah. I have lit all of the candles, even the helper candle in the middle. That's the candle you use to light other candles. For those that are wondering, why are there 9 candles instead of 8? That's the reason why. We don't count the Shamish candle. And there are 4 candles on either side to make it 8, a number of new beginnings, and in this case a number of completion for Hanukkah. And tonight I'm going to do like I said, I'm going to open up a gift, and I bet you, I know this for a fact, you're not going to be able to guess what it is tonight because it is not book related. A lot of my openings have been book related because that's what I love. But instead of being book related, it is another thing that I love that you might not have known. But before I open that, I'll say that for last. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Hanukkah. I've told you about the food that we eat. I've told you the Hanukkah story itself. I've told you how the Messiah, Yeshua, Jesus, revealed himself during Hanukkah and why it should still be celebrated for people that are Christians, and how Hanukkah is actually in the New Testament. So I told you all of that. I told you about the gifts, how long we celebrate it. But I did not tell you, I've even told you about the donuts, sufganiyot, jelly-filled donuts. I didn't tell you about one of the activities we like to do during Hanukkah. We like to play the dreidel game during Hanukkah. All right, and the dreidels differ depending on what part of the world you live in. If you live in anywhere other than Israel, your dreidels will look like this and have these Hebrew letters on it. And so this right here tells you why those letters are on the dreidel, the spinning top. That's what dreidels are. The letters are meant to tell you the story of Hanukkah. A great miracle happened there in Israel. If you're in another part of the world, if you're in Israel, your dreidels will say in Hebrew, a great miracle happened here. And so I'm going to put on my glasses so I can make sure I'm touching the right thing and explain to you each letter. So in the blue, you have the Nun letter. It looks like a backward C. That's a Nun. And that's the first letter in the word Nes. Okay, and then you have in the green box, you have a Gadol. You have a Gimel, excuse me. That's in the Hebrew letter's name, Gimel. And that is the first letter in Gadol. And then you have in the yellow box, you have a Hey. That letter is the first letter in the word Hayah. And in purple or lavender, you have a Shin. That letter is the first letter in the word Shem. So Nes Gadol Hayah Shem, that means a great miracle happened there. So I'm in the U.S. So those are the spinning tops I will use. And they will remind me on the miracle that happened during Hanukkah. If I was in Israel, I would have all these letters except for the one in lavender, except for the shin. A shin kind of looks like fire. It's the letter with three, let me go on this side, with three stems coming out of it. That's the shin in lavender. Instead of having the shin, you have pei on your dreidel, if you were in Israel. And that is to say, po, nes gadol haya po. A great miracle happened here in Israel. So that's the difference. So now that you have the actual letterings and what they mean, I'm going to put up on the screen how you play this dreidel game. All right. So depending on the Hebrew letter that you spin and it lands on, that's the action you will take for dreidel. If you want this how to play dreidel board, you can find it at Michael's, and it might be some other places with different layout, but the rules for dreidel. All right, so what you usually do is you get together. Oh, and let me tell you about these. I forgot. You play for money, but not real money. Calm down, it's not gambling. You play for gelt. Gelt, that is a chocolate candy that's flat and is wrapped in a gold or silver foil to look like a coin. So you're taking, you're pretty much betting on, how much you would take home. Would you take home the pot of chocolate or not? So what you do is you put in 2 pieces of gelt, or whatever you guys agree on first, and then you go around the room spinning this dreidel top and seeing what you land on, and whichever letter you land on will determine what your next step is. The goal, of course, is to take home the most gelt. So if you land on that nun, the end, the one that looks like a backward C, that means you're gonna take none from the pot that people have already placed their gelt in. If you land on Gimel, the one that has the G sound that represents Gadol, you're gonna take the whole pot. You've won. If you spin and you land on Hey, that represents Haya, you're gonna take half of the pot. And if you spin and you land on Shin, the one that looks like fire with the 3 stems, you need to put some gelt into the pot. And I only know about the American version. So in Israel, if you land on Pei, I wonder if it's the same as Shin. If you don't, have a different rule or not. But I'll look into that for next time. But that's how you play the dreidel game, and I absolutely love it. No, I've never played for real money, but I absolutely love playing the dreidel game. So I've told you just about everything about Hanukkah and how we celebrate it. So hopefully, if you have just taken part in viewing what I'm doing this year through social media, hopefully next year you can actually take part in celebrating yourself based off of what I've shared with you. All right, so the last thing I'm gonna do is open up the gift. All right, so I'm thinking I'll open it up here in front of the dreidel. Can you guess what it is? I will say, I got to give you a clue. It's something that I can wear. Now look at me. I'm not a little girl. Matter of fact, let me show you my shirt. I gotta show you. Happy holidays. The piece of bread that's braided, that's called challah. So this shirt says happy holidays, and I think that is so cute with the Hanukkahs at the bottom and the latkes, the potato latkes. All right. So yeah, my clue is this tiny little bag. It's tiny, look, about smaller than my head. I can fit whatever this is. So can you guess what it is? While you guess, I'm gonna do a little bit of what they call ASMR. And get you a good look at it. Can you guess what it is? You know I gotta be extra, put a little tinsel. Okay, it's something I can wear, and it's something that I enjoy. It is Hanukkah themed. Do you think it's another shirt? No, it's not another shirt. It is an apron. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I'm very traditionally valued, I guess you can say. I hope you don't take offense. I love aprons. I collect aprons. I wear aprons. So that's what this is. Let me get in the right way and tie it up. I have already got an apron that is Jewish holiday themed or Hebrew holiday themed. But now I have an apron that is Hanukkah themed. Happy Hanukkah, it says. So I love it. This material is really soft too, by the way. So the next time that I'm in the kitchen cooking latkes and fried chicken or whatever for Hanukkah, I can have my apron on, and that I am excited about that. All right, I'll give you sadly the last look of the Hanukkah at the 8th night mark. It has really been fun. It's been a blessing. I hope you've learned something from my rambles that you so patiently have listened to me for 8 nights. You know, every other night, whenever I went live. What I have planned to do tonight is I'm going to read another, let me let you see me. I'm going to read another Hanukkah story in this 8 Tales for 8 Nights book. And I've really been enjoying it. It's really been blessing me. I shared one of the stories last time that I read, and got blessed from. So I look forward to the story for tonight, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. We're gonna have a spiritual warfare session, and then Sunday we're gonna have main service. So I look forward to seeing you guys. Hag Hanukkah Sameach. Happy Hanukkah holiday, and God bless you. Tell someone about their Savior, the Messiah, Yeshua, Jesus. God bless you.